Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in Return of the Obra Dinn, where I have 15 fates solved. That's, 15 out of 60? That's like 25% of the game done there, right? Thanks, Stream Elements. Anyway, yeah, well, let's just jump right into it. We're in the middle of a trail of inceptions, jumping from one memory to another, and we seem to have moved away from the Obra Dinn entirely. Interestingly, oh hey, how far out into the how far into the water can I walk here? We're witnessing events on the lifeboats, and so there are two merpeople they brought aboard. This is that officer guy, right? Yeah. And Crazy Kale's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Into the sea, indeed, or out of the sea, as the case may be. It sure looks like he's pulling this creature, this being, this person, out of the sea. And there's a pool of, I guess, blood there. Is that mer creature blood? Or is it perhaps the king's blood here? I mean, or whatever royalty. Is this one of the Formosan royalty individuals? And incidentally, she's unblurred now. And he did address her by name. And there were only four Formosan people listed in the Pastor Manifest. Wait, this is... Okay. Rolling the mouse wheel makes it jump page. Okay. He addressed her as Lim, right? I think I need to... you know what? I'll come back to this. I need to refresh my memory what all the dialogue was and stuff. But, we have not seen much of this guy thus far. And I speculate that he's probably either the second mate or fourth mate. Don't know which. We apparently... One of the Formosan guards shot him. Shot him dead. And that which explains why we haven't seen him. Because we've been looking later in the timeline. Anyway, that mysterious chest, furniture, dresser, box thing is open here, curiously. So what the heck is going on here? Why was the Formosan king or prince or whatever royalty is? And Butcher F's here. Welcome to you. How's it going? Hey, Termies and friends. How's it going? It's not too bad. Not too bad. We're about to go through some inceptioning here, it seems. But yeah, there are two lifeboats for two people. It suggests that, I don't know, were there more people here before? Did they get thrown overboard? I don't know. Anyway, let's follow up the next death here. And, oh. Wait, there's somebody under the boat? Oh, okay, somebody's in the boat. I just noticed there's another shape there. Okay, so there are at least 3 mer people here. Alright, let's see where this goes. Okay, ad break is coming up in 1 minute and 35 seconds, incidentally. Oh yeah, and we're back in the deck of the Obra Dinn. Oh, is this gonna... Because his wife, the queen or princess or whatever, was on the deck next to him in the other flashback. So I have a feeling it's going to go to her now. So did they die together or what? I have it, hold on. What in the world? Okay, so is this the mysterious artifact that I've been wondering aloud about this whole time? There are 3 mysterious lights coming out of the artifact and reaching out to, I guess, presumably the three merpeople that we saw. And Mr. King Dude is the one reaching into it. Are those the shells that people keep alluding to? There's another body over here. Random guy. Another random guy. He looks like he's been impaled. Oh man, something happened here. Ad break has started. I'm gonna keep going through the ad break. Another crewman here. So they had a substantial group of people. The Calling. We're into the previous chapter now. The corpse is moved post-mortem. Who is this? How did they die? I have it. Hold on. 2 others were present. One of them being the officer there. There are a bunch of bodies there, though. It's like, oh, what the heck happened here? Oh man. Okay, so she apparently just perished. Yeah, I'm gonna have to review a lot of things. There's the king there. There's yeah, so there are 2 crewmen who were okay. So that answers the question of where the blood came from, I guess. So he's been impaled by a spear. Okay. With a barbed head. Like the spears that were being held by the crab riding people earlier had barbs on them, but they looked more, I don't know, more artificial in origin. Like this one looks like it has a metal tip on it. You know what I mean? Like it's organic, yeah. Incidentally, sorry, interrupting the music. I'm just gonna take a second to exit Discord. Blink. There we go. So is this like, were they attacked by mer people and then he just reached into this thing to like zap them? And one of the paddles is out in the water here. Well, there she is. And yeah, again, the pattern in this game is such that the magic pocket watch catches people at their moment of death. So like she died right now. Well, Outbreak is finished. Welcome back. For the Crab Knight ? Spears. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what to make of it. Like the ones that were wielded by the Crab Knights or whatever. They looked more organic looking. Like the barbs sticking out of the spears looked like, like they were growing out of it, not so much that like they were affixed there, for instance. Whereas this looks like a metal tip which is forged. And most of the spears on the ship were just they just resembled so much like sharpened wood, sharpened sticks. This guy looks like he's been stabbed in the neck. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, but if there is some kind of race of mer people or whatever, and riding giant crabs and whatnot, why am I seeing something moving over there? It's supposed to be a still image. Why is... Oh. everything is completely stationary except this one little spot here, which is moving. That's just Jimmy. Is this the Ezek star that I keep alluding to? something about this spot which is like separate from, it's just out of time. How curious. Who's this? There's the officer again. He's like cowering in fear as this magical light launches out or whatever. There's another guy here. A whole bunch of people died here, it seems. But yeah, the king and the queen are here. One officer and 3 other crewmen. Anyway, yeah, I was going to say, like, for a race of creatures that presumably lives underwater, I can't imagine them, like, forging a metal spearhead, you know? Like, you need to have, you need to be able to have fire in order to stoke a forge, to forge something made of metal. So one of the someone made the observation that like animals like dolphins, no matter how intelligent they are, they can never reach our level of technology, because even the most basic technologies requires fire. You can't have that underwater. Because you need fire to in a forge to melt and reshape metal into whatever other shape, and then that's needed to build other things. So anyway, yeah, something about this artifact, I guess. Well, it had some effect on the merpeople. Like, maybe it pacified them, knocked them out. Like, it apparently didn't kill them, because as they were bringing them on board the ship in the later timeline, the merpeople like shot spikes at people. That sparkle is interesting. There are 2 paddles out in the water. They just they dropped them in a panic, or were they pulled away? I don't know. Wonder what happened that caused him to cower like that. I mean, aside from the fact that 3 of his buddies are dead already here. Yeah, they're all dead. Like, just these 2 are left alive. Anyway, let's go to the next one, which is this guy apparently. So where's it going to relocate?
You still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Can you still row? Shoot them for God's sake, and then so they call each other by name, O'Hagan, Nichols. That's going to be a clue and stuff. Okay, so this is the guy that was stabbed in the neck? Yeah, looks like it. So I guess the king killed him. What the heck happened here? What's happening? Oh, he's being grabbed. He's being grabbed by something under the water. Accessible only through another corpse. Huh, interesting. Oh, hey, can you still... Oh, hey, can you still breathing? Can you row? And then I think that the queen called for help, and then Nicholas Sir shoot them for God's sake. So, and I figured it out from in the last session that the X indicates that the speaker is the one that died in this particular memory. So the guy speaking is neither O'Hagan nor Nichols. It's somebody else. The other two people are O'Hagan and Nichols. Ah, frig. I did not mean to... Hold on. I just want to check out the crew listing here. O'Hagan and Nichols. Edward Nichols, second mate. There you go. So yeah, I mean, like I've been saying for a while, like that guy's got to be either second mate or fourth mate. Second mate it is. And O'Hagan? It's gonna be somebody low down here. One of the regular crewmen probably, or seamen, I suppose. There you go, Patrick O'Hagan, seaman from Ireland. But there were three other guys. So yeah, which one is? He's from Ireland. We might have to wait until we go back to another memory and figure out who has an Irish accent, that kind of deal. Cool. Okay. Okay, I just noticed the check mark over here next to "Kill with Sword" by Leonid Volkov. That seems to positively identify Leonid Volkov. By itself, which is, even though his fate is still listed in in this scroll instead of typeface with the check mark, I think I can call his identity confirmed, incidentally. But yeah, Edward Nichols, second mate. Can I? Anyway, let's take a look around here. So, ooh. Okay, so there's the queen again. I'm just gonna keep referring to them as the king and queen. I don't know their actual titles. I don't think hasn't actually been specified. So yeah, this mer person is rising out of the sparkly, I guess, or maybe the sparkly is coming from the mer person. I'm just going to go ahead and name this guy Edward Nichols. And he got shot, or he's about to get shot. I can put that now, shot by gun. Leave it as unknown attacker for now until I confirm the identity of the guard. But yeah, this guy's getting grabbed. He's getting got. It looks like he dropped something. Is that a pipe? Is that a smoking pipe that's in midair there? So there's a paddle in the water there, another paddle in the water there. This one is still... They're losing all their paddles. There are 3 paddles in the water. This is their last paddle left here. Assuming two paddles per boat. But yeah, it looks like the king stabbed this guy in the neck and then opened up the mysterious box, and the mysterious box subdued the creatures that were attacking them. Or that's what it seems. You would think, or just, Termes, I know you're generally fine at the stuff, but in the event that you get stuck in a very specific way, I've seen a few American players really struggle with accent identification. If you ever hit an absolute wall, give us a shout. I reckon I can help without spoiling. It becomes necessary. My bona fides may in fact mostly be that I use phrases like "I reckon" unironically when just in central London. Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, I'm Canadian. I, some accents are easier to identify than others. Some of them, like I don't know, I have difficulty placing sometimes, or sometimes I have to listen to it a few times before I figure it out, or like sometimes it depends on what words the people say, so I can figure out which vowels are pronounced differently. For instance, I beg your pardon, North America. What I was shooting for there. Sure. Yes, I had to do the Canadian thing. Oh, I'm not American. Don't associate me with those people. Faith and McGarry, we lad. Didn't you know I be Formosan? Sure. Anyway, so yeah, so this guy got stabbed by a spear. This guy got stabbed by a knife. I mean, I can at least identify his fate. Knifed by an unknown attacker. I can narrow that down to an unknown passenger, I suppose, but unknown Formosan. I don't know. Okay. Not sure if there's anything else we need to discern from this. The pipe that's in midair there is a curious choice, but I guess the fact that he apparently, assuming that is like a smoking pipe there, the implication is that they were completely unawares. Like this attack happened very suddenly. Like he was just having a smoke. This guy's like impaled right through the neck. Yeesh. Looks like. Yeah, it's another spear. Again, it looks like it's a forged metal tip. Like it went right through him. Like it was clearly thrust with a lot of force. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. This is going to be this guy, I guess.
Keep rowing! Where is it? There! Something there! I see it! Give us a weapon! Shoot it! Mike and I! Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Yeah, so the sparkly lady mer person threw the spear with enough force to go all the way through his neck. That's some incredible strength, quite frankly. What's this? Hard space shipbreaker reference here? Well, Cutter, I reckon it's about 5 more minutes left until it's time to get spiked by a terrible beast. You know, I phrased right next to blood test killing. Not sure if it was impaled by a syringe by an unknown doctor. Strength and actually, yeah. Yeah, the king was tied up. What went down over here? And this guy's being grabbed by getting grabbed by a mer person too. Accessible only through another corpse. Okay. Men unknown fate. No, we're gonna say speared. Let's go with speared. I think we can. Or is it fair to say by a terrible beast? I mean, she's a part of the crew. She's like a mer person. Six others were present? Oh man, they're all still alive at this point. 6 others. So the 2 members of royalty, and then Officer Nichols, and then 3 other people. So that's one more person than I thought was here. I think. Okay. Someone wasn't visible in the other memory screenshot there. I think it's this guy. I think he's about to get pulled overboard. It sure looks like he's getting pulled overboard here, and I don't recall seeing him in the other memories, so I think he's done for here. And that's the tail of the mer creature with all the spikes sticking out of it, which it can apparently launch the spikes. All Oceans Champion 2017. Ha ha ha. Yeah, and she's also tied up. Both the king and queen are tied up. And they were the transcript indicate they're talking to each other, like they're speaking Chinese to each other. Pick up the oars and row, you fools. If you're here, Miss Lim, stay down. Incidentally, yeah, he's addressing her as Miss Lim. Yeah, in the Formosans, there's Bunlan Lim, Itbeng Xia, Xiao Tan, and Haxing Lao. I'm going to go ahead and identify her as Bunlan Lin. An unknown fate. I mean, what actually happened to her? It's... Like, what are the mer creatures even doing to them? Are they, like, just pulling them overboard and drowning them? Or... Like... They're not above resorting to, like, hitting them with spears, apparently. And he's looking at the mer creature which just dove. I'm sort of presuming that the mer creature did something that attracted his attention before it dove. But there's a knife in the bottom of the boat there. Oh, I think that knife is about to go into his neck there. Maybe the king used the knife to cut his restraints before turning on his former captors. Anyway, let's go to the next memory. And it's this guy who also got speared. So much happening in these memories here.
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them, I said.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假！你玩耍不？
爸爸，我得担心来喜欢
Shut the door.
They say strange things about monsters.
They say strange things about monsters. Oops. I think that they may have just lost their translator there. Is that more Russian there? Wait, this is the previous memory. Oh right, I guess we haven't. Excuse me? Pardon me? What's this? This is not the usual gate which I used to go return to the present in this game. What is this? This is part of the memory. There's a mysterious floating door in the middle of the ocean, it seems. Curiouser and curiouser. But yeah, yeah, they say strange things about monsters. Just confirming that the guy who spoke is their translator. Canaries in 3 days. You packed your stores. I checked and loaded on myself. Gonna stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn. So they're trying to catch up with the Obra Dinn. They got separated. The chest must not fall into the ocean. If the monsters come, you must stay down. So the Formosans know something. They know something about the monsters, about the mer creatures, merpeople, whatever. And they know something about the chest, the magical chest that zaps them later. And Diablo Graves is here. Welcome to stream. How's it going? Hey, Trinius, how goes the death solving? Yeah, working on it. We're up to 15. We're theoretically 25% of the way into this thing. I mean, 60 fates to solve, and I've solved 15 of them. It seems like a pretty good rate. 7 others are present. Oh man, so there's yet another person on board. They had very few people left by the end. So he only had because when he's Officer Nichols was rowing up to the Obra Dinn, it was just like he was the last one left. It looked like the king was already deceased. It seemed. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's what. Okay. Every time it comes out of these memories, there's a sound of a door opening, and I was wondering why is there a sound of a door opening? I think that was this door here, the doorway back to the present. Okay. And just think, once you know 59 of them, you'll get the last one automatically, of course. Not just a mysterious door on the surface of the ocean. Yeah. Yeah, so she also threw a spear right through the guy's torso. Again, surprising displays of strength. Like no matter how sharp an implement you're working with, it takes a lot of force to go all the way through a person. Not that I'm an expert in these things or anything. But yeah, a lot more strength than her musculature would suggest. I need to recruit them for the next Olympics track and field, yeah. So the whole Sherlock Holmes mystery about the force required to put spears through people and everything, yeah. Yeah, I might have to pick up Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's works at some point. Never actually read any Sherlock Holmes before, to be honest. Okay, yeah, he's got the pipe in his mouth. I made the comment earlier about the airborne pipe, and seemingly indicating that he was caught off guard, like caught completely by surprise. But yeah, it looks like this guy is the first one that was killed in the group. Like they're all still rowing. They're all being like very casual about it and stuff. They have no idea how much danger they're in, or the fact that every single one of them, all of them except one is about to die. And this guy just takes a spear to the chest out of nowhere. Yeah, we're gonna say he got speared. Well, not shot, speared. Here we go. Speared by a terrible beast. I mean, unless there's a way to identify the merpeople. But yeah, the king was already tied up here. Yeah, I wonder, what went down here? Like, was this chest, was it stolen? Did the crew of the Obra Dinn like rob the royalty and they like kidnap them, or did something go awry during their mission ashore or something that forced them to take the king and queen captive or hostage or something? These are all rhetorical questions nobody answer. I'm just wondering out loud because I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some time to puzzle through all these memories in order and try to piece more things together. We did hear a few names being used in the dialogue, which should give other clues. The name O'Hagan came up. I'm gonna have to. I have to re-listen to the dialogue and see if I can pick out an Irish accent and see if I can figure out which person it's attributed to. In any case, let's return to the present. The calling. 5, 6, 7. So six people died and 2 disappearances. We didn't actually see them die. 2 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. I have a sneaking suspicion they were pulled overboard. And like the fact that the merpeople were grabbing it looked like it looked like like one of the merpeople was like doing something to the person's neck or something. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe giving them gills. Maybe they've been recruited into the merperson army or something. The guy very patiently waiting in the boat down there, and again, there's the sparkle out there. like, I have a sneaking suspicion that sparkle is. Like, I was briefly thinking that they rode the boats out there because they were seeking out the source of the sparkle, but they seem to be caught completely unawares by the attack. So, and like the last message before they got attacked indicated that they were heading for the Obra Dinn. Not they weren't seeking out sparkles. Like, they were returning home after collecting their haul and stuff. Incidentally, considering how bent that mast is, it's amazing it's still upright and like able to hold anything. I feel like I want to review the memories, figure out at what point the mast got bent like that. I would expect probably during the Kraken attack-in, but I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, like, I have a feeling these two people were pulled overboard, and the fact that the stopwatch didn't record them as deaths maybe means that they didn't die when they were pulled overboard. Like, maybe the merpeople kept them alive somewhere somehow. Maybe even turned them into merpeople. Who knows? But yeah, unholy captives. Yeah, and yeah, you can see that the spear is like it. You see what I mean? Like, the image of the spear there, it doesn't look like it was like forged in some kind of stove or whatever. It looks like it was grown, as Crazy Kaylee indicated, organic. You know what I mean? But the other spears, they looked like they looked like they had like crafted and forged spear tips on them. Keep course due east. Actually, is there? Oops. Hold on. Okay, sure. My phone's ringing, but it's just whatever. It's my internet provider. It's probably a spam call. I'm sure I can safely ignore it. It's still ringing. Gosh darn it! Is this thing going to go this way? There it goes. I could have just hit deny call, I suppose. Anyway, keep course due east. Will reach the Canaries in 3 days. Is there? Okay, if I go back here, yeah, there's a. So Canary Islands are 3 days east of them. Here are the Canary Islands. I don't know what I can do with that information. Thinking. Yeah, so the calling. So they were on some kind of mission somewhere west of the Canary Islands, off the coast of Africa. They were trying to get to the Canary Islands to meet up with the Obra Dinn. So yeah, they for some reason they were taking the lifeboats out west of the islands, and they were returning with the king and queen bound. They had their translator with them, which I don't know. Uh, what went down here? Well, that guy with the spear through his chest, for one. Yeah. Yeah, so this mysterious chest, which apparently had the power to incapacitate the merpeople, like, the Formosan royalty were apparently concerned about the possibility of it falling into the water. So presumably it originally belonged to the creatures? Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't jump to that conclusion. If the monsters come, you must stay down. Okay, keep course due east. We'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores. So this sounds like someone... He's giving orders. That's probably Officer Nichols. I sort of checked and loaded him myself. The fact he says myself instead of myself, is that O'Hagan there? Is that the Irish guy there? I think I want to. Okay, I think I want to review these deaths in order, and I think that means I need. It says it can only be accessed from memories, so I think I need to go. I need to go back to the Queen's death first. I want to review these in chronological order. What even happened to her? I think maybe the beast got to her, and like he activated the whatever it is to incapacitate the beast just a little bit too late. Which is kind of sad. Like he almost saved presumably his wife. Well, I mean, the subtitles for the Chinese refer to her as Miss Lim, so maybe they're not married. Maybe they're not even related. I don't know. It's tempting to make assumptions about them and stuff, but. But yeah, Officer Nichols, like after seeing two of his men get speared right in front of him, he probably said, "Okay, crap, I gotta keep my head down here." And oh yeah, didn't her dialogue addressed him as Beng, right? Yeah, it Beng Xia. And there's Cho Tan and Hok Sing Lao. I think I can identify this guy as It Beng Xia. Okay, yeah. Part of the awkwardness about this is that when you're going through the list of going through the inception and memories, it makes you go through them backwards. So makes it awkward to piece things together if we want to go forwards. But this guy here was the first one killed, right? That's what I determined. Actually, it shows the time on the stopwatch. Okay, let's go. Okay. Ugh. Flashbang. Okay. Let's go back to the first memory here.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你玩耍不？
我冇问题，但是伊个想啊，绝对袂当互伊浪费水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。Aye, shut the door. They say strange things about monsters.
Now, I did notice. Okay, there's some distance between the lifeboats, and some of the voices sounded louder than others. Like, the first voice who was giving orders, probably Officer Nichols, sounded quieter and further away, for instance. So I think the voices, the louder voices were coming from this boat, and that could itself be an indication where O'Hagan is in this mess. Just tried to identify. Can I go back and hear that again? Is there? Do I just okay? Like this is just gonna go back to the present, right? Oh heck. Okay, there might not be any way to do it except to just re-inception it. Like so. Just want to hear that again.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你玩耍不？
我冇问题，但是伊个想啊，绝对袂当互伊浪费水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。Aye, shut the door. They say strange things about monsters.
So yeah, I'm the Irish accented voice sounded like it was coming closer, so I think one of these two guys is O'Hagan. I'm not sure which one. And I wonder if, like, the choice of outfit could be a clue. Is this one of the Russian guys? Hold on. 3 memories. First memory, page 14. That's back in Bitter Cold. Yeah. I think this is one of the Russian guys. Am I going to go back just to confirm that? I guess so. Hold on. Let me just. I just want to confirm absolutely sure before I jump to any conclusions. So I just want to. Oh man. What happened on this ship, man? Your hard facts where you can for sure. Yeah. Which one was it? I think it's this one here. This is the Indian guy, and the Russian group is playing cards over here. Yes, this is Leonid Volkov here. There he is. It's him. They're okay. So both of these guys. Shoot. These two are both in the lifeboats. Yeah, so there are two. Hold on. There was like one topman and then two seamen who are Russian among the crew. Yeah, so these two guys are presumably Alarkus Nikishin and Alexei Toporov. Don't know which is which. Leonid Volkov I've positively identified, even if the game hasn't decided that such yet. Yeah, I was hoping I could narrow something down there. Well, okay. This is fine. Let's go back to present. And pardon me. Now back in, excuse me. Pardon me. Thank you. Just come back up here onto the deck. Back to Miss Lim's memory, and then from there go into the translator's memory, and from there, well, let's do it one more time.
Course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你完做无？
我冇问题，但是伊个想啊，绝对袂当互伊落去水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。Aye, shut the door. They say strange things about monsters.
But yeah, so this is one of the Russian guys. So this guy, I think I can infer that this guy is O'Hagan. Patrick O'Hagan, there he is, from Ireland. Knifed by an unknown attacker? No, he was knifed by It Bengxia. Yeah, the knife is still in the bottom of the boat there. So yeah, they're just rowing along, trying to make their way back to the main ship, back to the mothership, back to the Obra Dinn, and first their translator got speared. Very narrowly missed hitting the king as well at the same time. And yeah, Beng clearly expected the attack. If the monsters come, you must stay down. So presumably, Beng was aware of the significance of the chest. They expected the monsters to come for it. Yeah, I made the comment. I was counting the paddles, the oars. So it looks like they've got 4 per boat to start, but they were dropping them left and right. So yeah, so that guy caught a spear to the chest. He was the first one to fall. There's an ad break coming up in 5 minutes. At that point, I guess. Yeah, part 2, the next one to die. So someone speaking Russian, Mother of God. Keep rowing. They are here. Bang the chest. So that's Miss Lim speaking there, I think. Where is it? There. Something there. I see it. Give us a weapon. Miss Lim, stay down. Pick up the oars and row, you fools. So this is a coordinated attack by the merpeople. It was like pretty much all over in seconds. Like this one threw a spear through this guy, and then this guy took a spear to the. It was this guy, right? This guy took a spear to the neck. I can't access the memory from here. I have to back out and then go back in again. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Let's go back to the present. Back to the future. And then back to the past again. So I want to check this guy next, because this guy's the part 2. Yes, part 2 of 6.
Keep rowing!
你没过来呀、别这。
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Give us a weapon! Shoot! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
There's a lot happening. I'm trying to discern. Yeah. The voices figure out what happened and stuff. Because there's like the Russian here saying, you know, Mother of God. That didn't happen in the initial transcript for some reason. It feels like an oversight. Okay, I initially said, oh, it all happened in seconds. Maybe it took longer than that. They had time to row the boats over to each other. I think they realized something was wrong. Well, I mean, the guy took a spear in the chest. Realized something was wrong. There's the sound of somebody screaming before this guy takes the spear in the throat. And I think it might have been this guy screaming. Did he grab him by the hair? She still has the sparkle around her. She's still conscious and alive there. They are here. Bang the chest. I want to play that back again. This kind of thing. It's probably better for me to go back to the. I mean, play the VOD back. Frankly, so I can play it whatever rate I want. Let's just play this one more time before the ad break in 32 seconds.
Keep rowing!
你没过来呀、别这。
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Give us a weapon! Shoot! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Yeah, there's so much going on in the audio. Somebody fired a shot. I mean, presumably Officer Nichols, he's got the gun in hand. I don't know. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back. I'll consider it more when I get back. And back again. Yeah, it sure makes things annoyingly awkward to identify people when I was saying, oh, one of the Russians was there. That'll help us identify who it is. Except that both of the other two Russians are on there at the same time, and both of them died, it seems. So, yeah, it's got to make it awkward to identify which one's which. Maybe there'll be some more dialogue later that'll help me figure that out. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, looks like this is one of the Russian guys here, and there's the other Russian guy there. Trying to focus on this guy. One of them got speared through the neck, and the other, it looks like he got pulled overboard. Because we didn't see this guy again, right? Like if I flip to the end of the chapter, there he is. Who is this? What fate befell them? Fell overboard. Fell overboard to his death? I mean, did he die? Maybe we can... I mean, it's more like he was pulled overboard, but... I don't know, maybe the memento mortem stopwatch only tracks deaths that happened above water. It apparently doesn't restrict itself to human deaths. I mean, it tracked the death of the cow that was slaughtered earlier. I'm gonna put this guy as fell overboard, because it sure looks like that's what happened. Yeah, like, it looks like one hand is grabbing him by the hair, the other hand is wrapping around his chest. And this guy is, presumably O'Hagan. It's the other Russian guy, took a spear in the neck. Yeah, there are 4 people in each boat. They are here banging the chest. I mean, again, the Formosan royalty were apparently aware that the chest would have some kind of effect on the mer creatures. Okay. All right. Yeah, again, this is something I'm probably gonna, like, after I'm done with this recording, I'm gonna go back to the recording and play that through a few times. Okay, so this guy got speared through the chest, then this guy got speared through the neck, while at the same time this guy's being pulled overboard, just grabbed by the creature and pulled overboard. gotta keep rowing. Maybe just, where is it? There, something there. I see it. Give us a weapon. The guy who got the spear in the neck said, "Give us a weapon." um, So that means the guy that got. So, because okay, since we identified that the X indicates that the person who died is speaking, and the guy speaking Russian up here didn't die, that means the one who was about to get pulled overboard is the one who said "Mother of God" in Russian. There, I don't know if that tells me anything, but I don't know. Maybe at least helps me determine like whose voice is what. I don't know. Sorry, it's a well-timed opening of the notebook. Yeah, okay. What? This guy got speared in the chest. This guy got speared in the neck. This guy got pulled overboard. And then... Hold on a second. This is the guy, oh, part 3 is the guy who got knifed in the neck. And he says, "Oh, Hagen, you still breathing, can you row?" So, no, wait, that I think that rules out this guy being O'Hagan. Whoops, my bad. Just switching back to unknown. Love that book, Echo. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, my supposition about okay. So this guy got stabbed. Okay, let's go back into this memory here. This is the not O'Hagan guy who got stabbed in the neck.
O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Yeah, the knife that was previously present at the bottom of the boat is now absent. And I think it's in this guy's neck now. O'Hagan, are you still breathing? Presumably he's not talking... Well... I mean, this is the Chinese guy here. And didn't I determine this is... Hold on. Which one's... Yeah, so this is the Russian guy. So I think this guy's O'Hagan. Because he's the only one left. right? Because got Officer Nichols here. Yeah, like what is the mer person doing to her? Is it biting her? Because immediately after this, she dies. Axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed by sword, knifed, poisoned, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide, torn apart. Like, she dies shortly after this occurs. But yeah. Okay, I'm just puzzling this out. So there are 8 people present. 2 of them are the Formosan royalty. 2 of them are the Russian guys, 1 in each boat. There's the Officer Nichols, we identified. There's the Chinese guy who was translating for them, who got speared. And then there are 2 left after that. There's this unknown guy who got knifed in the neck. So yeah, this guy is the only one left. So I'm just puzzling it out in my head. This is the last guy left who can be Patrick O'Hagan. And again, and met an unknown fate. He's one of the people who disappeared. I think he also got pulled overboard. Like, he's being grabbed by something here. And I don't think we see him again, right? I should probably confirm that. Why sparkles? Okay. All right, back to the present. That was part 3. Let's jump back into part 4. Part 4 was Miss Lim's memory. He's, still speaking Chinese, presumably talking to Miss Lim, because she's the only one left who would understand him, and that metal scraping sound was him cutting the ropes that were holding the chest shut, and then him going was him like forcing it open, I guess. So this was the mer person that was climbing into the boat, reaching for him, and is now being like blasted back. And this is the mer person that was doing whatever it was doing to Miss Lim. Like, what did it even do to her? In any case, O'Hagan is just gone. Like, Officer Nichols is still here. Which reminds me, I think that, yeah, this guy's no longer blurred. I think I can identify this guy as fourth mate John Davies. Just by process of elimination. I mean, assuming the four people with the fancy hats are first, second, third, and fourth mate. Hat logic, exactly. It didn't. It didn't. The game didn't go, oh, hey, you positively identified, etc. So I don't know if that necessarily doesn't necessarily mean it's incorrect, but it's one of those things that casts doubt. But whatever. Anyway, yeah, it looks like Miss Lim just perished just as this was happening here, just as Bang was zapping the merpeople. I'm trying to. I don't. Once again, I'm feeling self-conscious with the fact that a lot of this is spent just me staring at the screen, going, But I'm just trying to discern what details I can discern. That's how Obra Dinn works. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the present. Let's go back into the king's memory. Because he was the next one. He was the next one to perish. You can see the time jump around depending on which one I'm looking at. Okay, so the struggling and grunting sound I think was coming from Commander Nichols here, pulling the mer person into the boat. So yeah, Miss Lin is lying here dead already. He just single-handedly pulled all, like, Commander Nichols just last man standing here. He just single-handedly pulled all three of them in there. And is he on fire? What is this? Yeah, it's sort of unclear what happened to him. He, are you there, Miss Lin? Like, he's like calling out to his, or his wife, or the princess, or I don't know what relation they are. Maybe she's his daughter. What do I know? But calling out to her in his last moments before expiring, like that weird sparkles coming off of the coming out of the chest are also coming off of his arm there, as he's lying there apparently dying. Just Twitchers is good watching. Yeah, it's been fun listening to you work. Cool, cool. Juggling a few things here by looking at the background. Fair enough. Yeah, it's the nature of the game. Clearly, is that the sparkle? It's the sparkle. It's the one actually moving thing when everything else is frozen. And holding down right click while focus on it seems to make it grow. Or maybe it's my imagination. I think it's just pulsating. Is it my imagination, or is it getting bigger on each pulsation? Is that a word? And this one also has a sparkle. Okay. Like, do the merpeople exist outside of time or something? Or they have sparkles that exist outside of time? I was thinking it was just the one, but maybe all of them have the sparkle. These two have it, at least. Don't know what it means. What happened to this guy? Like, what can I say about his fate? Can I say he was burned? It sure looked like that's what happened. I mean, the previous memory, well, in Miss Lim's memory. Okay, let's go just take a look at Miss Lim's memory. Because in this memory, he's reaching into the chest with his right arm, and then in the next memory, his arm is all glowy, like makes you think he got burned or something. Also, there's a bot in chat. I'm just gonna hit ban on the bot. Bye bye. Visionary Maria Gem? I don't know. Whatever. And then let's go back into Bang's memory again. But yeah, he's like gasping his last breaths there. Can I say he was burned? Burned to death? Maybe it doesn't count that, I don't know. Okay, that might be all I can determine from this. That's part 5. Part 6 is Commander Nichols getting shot by the Formosan Guard. Oops, that's part 6. I skipped a part, I think. Or no, we...
Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield! Hold your fire!
So Commander Nichols single-handedly, rowing the boat by himself, brought both lifeboats back. Had the mysterious chest. Shot fired from a rifle, and it's the yeah, it's one of the Formosan guards. Yeah, shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Of course, moved post-mortem. 3 others were present. I can click here to see who the other 3 were. So 4th mate was apparently present. There's the guard and Captain Stewart. Okay, so Mr. 4th mate was there. So where's the steward? Oh, there he is, I guess. I guess that's him up there. They're back at the captain. Ahoy, recover the boats. Wait, don't shoot, I have treasure. I yield, hold your fire. Is this the port side? I don't know if that information is relevant, but you never know what information is going to be relevant in this game. It's kind of the nature of the game. Visionary marriage, apparently, yeah. Okay. That makes more sense than the way I pronounced it. Anyway, yeah, his right arm looks like it's just burnt right down to the bone there. That's how I interpret this. I think burned was the accurate choice. But yeah, it looks like Officer Nichols made the choice to bring only the king and queen with them. Everyone else is just gone. I guess he just tossed the bodies overboard. I mean, unless he like he brought the beasts with him, the 3 merpeople, and the king and queen are present, but everyone else is just absent. Okay. Yeah, and I was running during the last stream session of this. I was running through the possibilities of like, why did the Formosan guard shoot him? Like, is it because he saw the body of the king there and he blamed him and he's some kind of revenge or whatever, or is it because he saw the chest perhaps and it's like, don't you bring that thing on board? What are you doing? Or maybe it's because he saw the mer creatures and he's trying to stop them from being brought aboard. But in any case, that was the end of chapter 4. Yeah, the calling. Why is it called the calling? And then it goes into unholy captives while they're bringing the people aboard. And the Formosan guard is being questioned. And that's this pair over here. Captain, understandably irate that he just randomly gunned down his second officer.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？我以来全部撞出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害得较对人无顾好，是人本死的啊！你头壳包个 shell， very dangerous。
Shell? What shell?
So yeah, they've got this rope and pulley system pulling the merpeople aboard, also pulling the lifeboat up. There's the mysterious chest with the shells. This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die, are his last words. The shell must be protected? Is that referring to the chest, perhaps? Like, is the chest itself the shell, or are there shells within the chest, perhaps? I mean, Lim refers to it as the chest. I think it's... Chest, it must not fall into the ocean. It must stay down. Yeah, Mr. Bosun just narrowly dodging a spike. Not for the last time. Spike hitting between the captain's legs there. And then these two guys getting impaled together. The guard who shot the second officer and the random dude who is just trying to help restrain him in the wrong place at the wrong time. And we've got our surgeon here and his assistant looking over the bodies of the it is here's the king here, and his arm is just like burnt to a crisp there. It's just skeletal. Is she missing an arm too? Or is your arm just like this? the fact that everything's in black and white makes it a little awkward sometimes. To discern what's what. Okay. I still have a suspicion that this guy might be Charles Minor, the bosun's mate. I don't know. Here's William Hoscott. Here's the first mate. Lots of people present for this one. There's Martin Parrott, the third mate. Some blurred guy. 15 others are present. So how many of these are unblurred now? I wonder, like, was there anyone else that is now revealed as a, like, yeah, this guy apparently, supposedly, I mean, difficulty level 3, but apparently I can identify him? Isn't this the guy, it's the same guy that, yeah, he's doing translation work here. He's shocked at what's happening? Yeah. Surgeon. Turnpike Beast. Unknown Topman. I mean, I sort of assume that he's a Topman. There are 4 Topmen from China. Could be any of them. I don't know. There's Abraham there, and there's unknown person. Is that Wasim? Another unknown person. Yeah, I don't know what else can be determined from this. What's he looking at? I guess he's just looking at the creature being pulleyed in. Okay. Back to present. So yeah, so these 2 guys got killed together. That's part 1 of Unholy Captives. Part 2. So Unknown was struck dead by a beast tail. So that's apparently I can identify him. Clear the deck, move the boats astern, throw the bodies over. Watch your footing. Hey, there was this given to me, and I can fry SS, so anybody's careful now. Take it slow. There's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look. No, get back. I mean, this guy wasn't on the main deck when it shot spikes that killed 2 people and nearly killed a couple others. So he probably didn't know how dangerous it was. The people carrying it for sure knew, though. Anyway, let's go down to the floor. Pardon me, excuse me. Where's the stairway down to the... Okay, so that's the stairway down to the cargo deck. So this is the next guy to die in that sequence. If I'm mistaken, yeah, part 2 of 4. I think that's the captain's voice.
What you're putting?
There, what's this? Give it to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Oh no. Take it slow.
What's it, gentlemen? There's a free shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
So the creature thrashed at him. I mean, I do believe he got hit by the tail. Like, it wasn't like he got spikes shot at him. There's a crowd gathered around. Struck dead by a beast's tail. 28 others were present. Oh man, a lot of people present for this one. This unknown soul was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Man, I'm already at a point where I'm drawing a blank. At what point did this guy, which one is this one guy from? Perished in soldiers. Oh, right. He was the guy who crawled into the port walk after being spiked non-fatally. And I didn't identify. I have my suspicion who it was who fired the gun, but I need more information to confirm it. Exploded. I'm just looking around to see if there are any other faces that have become unblurred. This guy's also unblurred. Unknown soul, but unknown fate. Only one difficulty triangle listed there. Perished. Wait, perished unholy captives part 4, but he perished, but I don't have a fate listed for him here. I have to. Yeah, I have to go through this. Anyway, let's take a look around here, see what I can see. So yeah, so the creature thrashed just as they were carrying him downstairs. This guy was killed instantly, basically. And that was just before this guy, like, I guess they staggered trying to study the thing. This guy tripped over him, and then Wasim fell head first into the cargo below. Meanwhile, up on the main deck, they're still bringing stuff aboard. Just random assorted crates and also the chest. And there's Henry Evans taking a look at the spike that spiked these two guys. Cage with an ungulate in it. Is that Brennan? Yeah. They're still puzzling over what happened to those two. Well, what happened to those two? They're looking off to the side here. Just kind of wondering if there's somebody or something that they were looking at, but it's not clear. And meanwhile, over here, the captain is talking to the first and third mates here. This is immediately after second mate Nichols got killed. And who Who is this? This is the guy that got shot by cannon later. He's got this impressive-looking top hat on, and he's present with the senior officers here. Seems to suggest he's somebody important or something. And just Mr. Gunman here, he just really likes guns. He always has a gun in hand. Yeah, one of the mer people is here. There were three mer people, right? I guess this is the netting that they had to bring the mer person up. Take move the boats astern and throw the bodies. Like, what's this? And throw the bodies over? Why would they be throwing any bodies over? Were they trying to get like trying to get rid of the evidence or something? Like they wanted to, because I mean the bodies of the Formosan royalty are gone now. Like it looks like they brought the mer people down to the cargo deck, but they may have just decided to get rid of the Formosan royalty. Maybe they didn't want to be blamed for their deaths. I don't know. How curious. Anyway. And this will be the steward walking away disapprovingly. Because he's going to show up in the later memory where in some kind of mysterious circumstance such that the captain is apparently having him arrested and bound and walked away. Anyway, this guy died, and then they tripped, and Wasim fell down the stairs. Yeesh. You know, somehow this death just feels sadder than a lot of the other ones because it's so avoidable. Like all this chaos going on, people being killed by like mer creatures or huge horrible krakens or spear wielding crab riding soldiers. And here this guy just dies from falling down the stairs. So there's gotta be like, can y'all calm down for 2 seconds? Yeah. Yeah, and plus, like, you know, Abraham's right next to him at the time too. I mean, I don't know how close they are exactly. We see them talking together early on in the voyage. That's the kind of thing that's it's going to give you some survivor's guilt in itself. Like, oh crap, if I just kept this thing just a little steadier, maybe he would have been okay. You know. Yeah, I mean, even if they aren't friends, that's the kind of thing that can give you that kind of guilt. But especially because they were, you see them together a lot in this. It feels like they're close, you know. And this is, yeah, this is the exploded guy. Who's this again? Oh, yes. He's about to get shot later. How do we identify this guy? There's another ad break coming up in 4 minutes and 19 seconds. David's had a hard time? Yeah. I mean, he's about to get crushed by a kraken shortly, a couple chapters from now. Anyway. So that was part 3 of Unholy Captives, and then part 4... Yeah, this is the guy who got his leg ripped off. It wasn't exactly clear how he died. I need to go down to the lower floor. And the weird part was, like, his leg is over here, but the scene where he died is way over there. Let's go take a look at this. Ad break at 3 minutes 4 seconds.
Keep pressure here.
What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all.
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. There's the rest of his leg.
So, yeah. Because this is... this is... like, this is the bosun's... excuse me, this is the bosun's store here. Right? This is at the, at the stern of the ship here. But the lazarette's at the bow of the ship. Or where am I getting... have I got bow and stern mixed up? Shoot. Okay, my bad. Bosun's store is at the bow. The lazarette's at the stern. Okay. The front of the ship, back of the ship. You know what I mean. Anyway. Yeah, for some reason his leg is at the back of the ship, but his body was found at the front of the ship. Like, why was the rest of it... why was he so far separated from it? From himself? And there seemingly spots of blood here. Like, was he... did he, like, hobble over here? Was he carried here? Like, I can't imagine them trying to carry him away to treat him unless there was some, like, pressing need to get away from something dangerous. There's seemingly blood coming off of the sword here. And there's the captain, and there's the guy I presume is a steward. But what happened to him, though? So can crush against a can, which then fires can be the best way to go, even by Obra Dinn. Yeah, fair enough. Sure, why not? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to... ad break is imminent. I'll puzzle about this and I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Welcome back. Thank you. Okay. So what in the world did Mr. Stewart do that earned him that tongue lashing followed by imprisonment by the captain? Like, did he cut the guy's leg off? Like, with the sword? I'm genuinely confused about what's being implied here. Or did I don't know? Did he get his leg gnawed off by one of the creatures or something? That doesn't seem like something they'd be capable of doing. They're more a fan of shooting spikes rather than anything like that. Like, the fact that he's being carried away, tied up immediately after they're following like the swords on the ground there on the deck, like, is it suggesting that he was like hacked up by sword? And again, one of those things, like I was commenting earlier about how the merpeople are apparently incredibly strong, that they were able to throw a spear clean through someone's body. I mean, again, no matter how sharp the sword is, being able to cut someone's leg clean off also requires a lot of strength. Like, I don't think I have a hard time imagining this guy just sitting there and taking it too, for that matter. As I don't think, like, the steward doesn't seem like someone who's strong enough to do it in one swing, you know? So it just raises so many more questions. Like, what the heck happened? I don't know. That's the door back to the present. First mate is here. Got the guy I suspect is the bosun's mate. They're leading him off. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something here. I should probably just go on to the next memory and whatnot, but it's like, it's one of those things. Just the fact that he's unblurred and has difficulty 1 makes me go, but I have to identify him. Well, I mean, okay. One of the lines says, "All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think." There are no lines from the dead person here. There's just a whole lot of screaming and moaning and stuff. We could probably infer from that the dead guy's name is John. How many Johns are there on board? There's John Naples from Wales. You have to play back the recording to determine if that's Welsh screaming going on. Did he scream with a Welsh accent? Those are Welsh death throes, exactly. But I don't see any other. Oh no, there's John Davies. But John Davies is fourth mate who is not present here. Or I have inferred that John Davies is the fourth mate. which arguably may not be correct. In any case, I can just hold on. I can just look at the memory from here. Hold on. Unholy captives. Is it unholy captives or? Yeah, 18 others present, and he's not among them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and infer that this is John Naples from Wales, an unknown fate. Like, the presence of the sword with blood on it seems like maybe it's suggesting that he got killed by sword, but I'm just gonna put killed by sword. I don't know. This could be wrong. I'm just gonna write it in here for now. Maybe I'll change it later. Killed by sword by the captain's steward. Wow. Okay. Apparently that was correct. Okay, it counted Bang being burnt to death as correct. All right. And correctly identified him as fourth mate. Hey, that the hat logic works. Go hat logic. Arg, no, arg. Is that second one the Welsh spelling of arg? Well played. Okay, well, I mean, the fact that it correctly identified that, it's just, if you just throw lots of W's, Y's, B's, and G's in any word, it becomes Welsh. Yeah. Can we clear those bookmarks out of there? Just remove bookmarks, thank you. Okay, so I'm sort of it's tempting to like the ones that I've listed as fell overboard. It didn't pop up and say, hey, you got 3 more right, which suggests that this is incorrect. For that matter, if it's since it's identifying these things in 3s, like it could be that I'm wasting some of these. These could be means of determining people's identities, like just cycling through them until it pops up and says, yeah, that one's correct. But maybe I don't want to metagame it that hard. I don't know. Second mate shotgun unknown. Torn apart by beast. But yeah, like yeah, like the Charles Minor one here has been bugging me for a while. Like I don't think the guy that I selected as Charles Minor is actually him. Like for someone who's the bosun's mate, he's like the tattooed guy is, like, for one thing, he was up in the rigging, which suggests that he's a topman, not a well, it just suggests he's a topman. many top men are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they've only positively identified one of them. No, that's not true. I've positively identified 2 of them. It's just that I don't know who he was shot by. One of the passengers who I have not identified. Oh yeah, speaking of that, which what was Mr. Stewart's plan? Cut off this guy's leg and then what? Like he said. I guess he just attacked. I don't know. It could have just been he. Attacked him with the sword because he was trying to get to the lazarette to do something to the merpeople. Hard to say. Yeah. Well, ooh, lazarette's locked. Wonder if there's another way in there. There's an opening in the floor of the lazarette. Can I reach that from underneath the ship or something? I wonder. But yeah, this I guess this guy was just, it was just a moment of, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time kind of deal. He was like guarding the lazarette, and Mr. Stewart was trying to, I don't know what he was expected to do. Maybe he was just wanted to kill the merpeople. Maybe he was hoping to throw them overboard because he figured they were some kind of curse or something. There's a spike sticking through the wall here, by the way. I am just noticing that now. And another spike there, and another one there. They're able to shoot those spikes hard. They just embed themselves in the wood. So it seems to suggest that the merpeople did not go quietly in there. Whatever's done to them. It looks like there's another spike in the middle of the screen there, sticking out of the ceiling inside the room. Anyway, before I do anything else, I just wanted to check something. Out of curiosity, if I go back to which one? I want to go back into Abigail's memory. Just to skip this. Because I was talking about didn't want to talk over the dialogue. She has a wedding band on her left ring finger there. And because I sort of earlier inferred that perhaps like because there are two other female passengers besides Abigail. Abigail we know was Captain's wife. And because one of these says Miss, and the old timey tradition says that Miss means, Miss indicates unmarried. Did I just? Yeah, this is. I'm gonna put this one as Miss Jane Bird, and this and the other lady is Emily Jackson. Yeah, taking note of the wedding band makes me feel a little more confident about identifying them. I was hesitant about that before. And yeah, again, once again, this guy is alongside the bosun a lot, and I have a. I don't know if that's enough to infer that he's the bosun's mate, but I might just do that anyway. In any case, I think I want to. How do I? This guy's unblurred though, so how do I identify him? I don't know. I'm gonna list him as unknown topman for now. And I think I might just, I'm gonna list this guy as Charles Miner Bosun's mate for now. Not spoiler, but since the leg is at the lazarette, presumably it had to do with the merpeople. I mean, well, yeah. I mean that's fair to say, sure. But this thing just gave me credit for saying he was stabbed to death by a sword. So anyway. Yeah, it doesn't let me choose a fate for him. I guess I have to actually see him die before it'll let me do that. The dialogue earlier suggested that he was torn apart by the beast, by the kraken. But I don't know. It doesn't give me that option. Yeah, customization should always let you choose a fate for anyone. Yeah. This looks terrifying instantly. The mast is intact there, by the way. It isn't bent like it is in the present. I mean, this is... Where did this long piece of wood here come from, even? It got ripped off of something. I mean, I don't know. Just idly wondering things here. Okay, let's just get back to the present. The sea's using escalating means for sure. Yeah, sure. All right. Okay. Where to next? Oh, right. I can. Not unknown attacker. He was shot by Emily Jackson, which I think is what I had listed for him before. But it didn't take, but it might just because I didn't have the proper set of 3 yet or something. I don't know. Anyway. Now I'm just taking a look around. I'm looking in corners where I might not normally look too closely, so just on the off chance that there's something missed. I don't know. I'm just looking around at the moment. Didn't notice anything in here before, and I still don't notice anything in here. I could pay a visit to my my buddy down below in the I guess it's on the starboard side here. I'm just curious. Is there any new dialogue or anything? Anything to say? Nothing? Right click to zoom. I can't select him. Yeah, mostly curious. So yeah, we're on the starboard side here. Is there anything else I can see from here? Don't suppose I can jump in the water and swim under and get into the lazarette that way, or something like that. Oh, I can find out if you. I can find out if you got male or female claims adjuster. I mean, the voice at the beginning in the opening scene sounded female. Protect is randomly either male or female. Oh, interesting. Well, women are cool. I don't mind playing a woman in my fictional game. Anyway. Random thing. When I was watching Dan Silvato's stream when he was playing NetHack, he played female characters a lot. He asked the question of the anyone watching, like, hey, any other people who play different gendered characters, like they choose the other gender when they play the games, like. I don't know, it's just kind of interesting that he brought that up. I don't know. I'm just idly musing here. I don't know. Anyway, there's this little staircase here, which leads down to the boat. There's one on this side too, but it's blocked by a cage. I suppose I can move the cage, yeah. Okay, let's get back down to the lower decks again. Okay, so this is the first mate's quarters, right? Oh, wait. There's a body here? I'm sorry, is that a severed leg hanging outside the window of the first mate's? This is sorry, go back to the map. This is the first mate's room, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm glad I came by here to double check stuff. What have we here?
Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us!
The heck? Okay, it's the guy that's playing a fiddle or something in the picture. Okay, so that's the queen, right? He has a knife in hand. Who's the... That's Mr. Second Mate, yeah, Second Mate, Edward Nichols. That's one of the Russian guys. Where in the timeline are we here? It's doing the book opening animation, which probably means it's a new chapter. Murder. And it's showing a picture of the chest. Outside the first mate's window. The corpse is moved post-mortem. Who is this? How did they die? Don't know who it is, but apparently he was shot by a gun. Come back into this. Ugh. So yes, again, this is Mr. Second Mate. Just wanted to confirm that I wasn't mixing up the second and fourth mates again. But yeah, shot by the second mate. And we thought the mutiny was at the end of the voyage, but there's some conflict going on pretty early on, it seems. And she's like grabbing hold of the queen, or the Formosan royalty there, restraining her. It sounded like she called out Captain. It's clearly she. Most of the time she's speaking Chinese, but I guess maybe she knows a bit of English, or maybe she at least knows the word captain. And there are pigs and chickens on the main deck here. I guess this might be before they got brought below. Lucky the captain didn't come out, since he would clearly be able to kill everyone effortless. Har har har. Yeah. There's a Mr. Oh. As the other Russian guy. And that's the king. Or, Formosan royalty. Maybe he's not a king, maybe he's a prince, who knows. Whatever member of royalty he is. Is he tied up here as well? And this is who's this again? Knifed by it makes. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's gonna get killed by the king later. 11 others were present. So the two guards were are not present. Yeah, I'm just like, the initial impression. When you see this photograph at the beginning, the initial impression is that the royalty are like their honored guests, and they have their own guard present guarding them. But they may have been prisoners right from the beginning, but they were brought on as prisoners back in chapter 3, I guess it seems. But why would the second mate be shooting his own people? Like, what the heck happened? What kind of conflict happened here? Someone got speared in the leg. It's this guy again. Who's he again? Oh, he's the helmsman, right? Huh. Yeah, he got Okay, so he got speared in the leg here, but he survives this for a while. I mean, the last we see him is when during the Kraken attack, and when he's being lifted off his feet by the giant tentacle. And there's someone else down here. This guy looks familiar. Huh. He's the exploded guy. Oh hey. This scene looks familiar. Okay, one of the guards. Hell, maybe they were never guards. Maybe they were just like. I mean the sign that says Formosan royalty is an insert, which is like separate from everything else. These two Formosan individuals that accompanied the royalty may never have been guards in the first place. They just a couple guys. I don't know. And another random seaman here. I already looked at you. So how many? Is there 11 others present? Let's count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's all of them accounted for. Wait. 12? It says 11 others are present. It doesn't count. Pardon me. It doesn't count this guy. Is this the guy that's strung up here in the quote-unquote Justice at Sea sketch? Hold on, let's back up to the main picture. Is that him? Maybe. Like the clothing looks similar. Like got the same boots and the the coloring in the pants and the yeah, because the sleeves are a different color from the body of the suit, right? I think you count the hanging dude. Yes, I did count the hanging dude. That was the extra person. Incidentally, the Formosan royalty have spears. I was gonna say, oh, those spears look like the ones that the merpeople threw at them, except not really. No, those are different. The head looks different. Briefly wondered if the merpeople were using the Formosan weapons against them or something. But yeah, what kind of conflict happened here? Okay, well, let's back this up and see what came before this. Ooh. Okay, I guess we're gonna find out what happened to the hanged man here. Oh, Donnie Darko line time. And his leg is suspended from here. Like what? How did that occur? I like how the music hesitated because it was waiting for me to catch up with the line. Oh, there he is. What's that line even attached to?
You have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
你们站着来听。
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line.
你这，我给你这。
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
Well, there we go. This is the sketch. So who looks like he's giving the order? I guess that makes this Mr. Wolf. He's the one who's giving the order to fire. But yeah, that means we've he called the guy by name. There's a body over here too. And yeah, it looks like everyone is present for this one, watching the execution take place. Are we going to find the artist here? "28 others were present." But yeah, this unknown soul is no longer unknown. He's Hokseng Lao. Oops, I scrolled past it. Shot by gun by a whole bunch of people. Unknown enemy beast. Like what? Who do I credit for shooting him here? A whole bunch of people shot him. I mean, Wolf, Christian Wolf, apparently was the one that gave the order. Well, the captain gave the order to Christian Wolf, who gave the order to the execution squad. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I could put his name there just because the captain called him by name, but arguably he's the only one who didn't fire at him. I don't know. I'm just going to put unknown until I look at some of the other memories, I guess. 28 others were present. Including the artist, Edward Spratt. Incidentally, I just noticed that this guy who got struck by the tail is supposedly identifiable. I kind of wonder if he's the cook, since he's like right next to the he's next to the butcher. But I probably don't actually have enough information to deduce that. I'm just sort of idly wondering. Yeah, interesting that yeah. So like, all these people are, present for the justice at sea scene, except like there's a handful of people who are depicted in the sketch who weren't actually there. Plus 2 people who were apparently there who weren't included in the sketch. Not sure why that would be. I have a sneaking suspicion that these discrepancies, the differences between the sketch and what actually happened, might be significant. Do they even have the same people in the firing line? Anyway, yeah. Also, if this is Hokseng Lao, then that suggests that this guy who got spiked is the other Formosan, Shiotan. He's the only one left. Spiked by a terrible beast. And it didn't count that as solved, so I mean, I don't know, but like I said, a bunch of people shot him. Brennan was among them. Why not? Okay. And who else? Well, there you go. And that positively, in turn, positively identifies Emily Jackson. How about that? Oh, man, there's so much to see here. A lot going on. One, two, three, 4 people in the firing squad. I'm gonna take a wild guess that this guy is Mr. Wolf, or Wolf, I guess, since he's Austrian. Christian Wolf, blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. So you got the captain there, the gunman here, who is also unblurred. Yeah, so many unblurred people that I'm like, how am I supposed to know? I don't know. Oh, hey, second mate, shotgun, unknown attacker. He's not unknown anymore. It was not Hung Seng Lao. It's the other guy, Shiotan, right? Because Miss Lim and Bang were the royalty, and then yeah. Ah. And who's this? So are these the same 4 gunmen pictured? So it seems. There's Mr. Carpenter. It's a random chicken sitting on the deck for some reason. Just escaped its cage, I guess. Stuck for a long time on getting who killed Lao correct in my playthrough. Wait, really? Who killed Lao? You mean, hold on. Oh, Hoxing Lao, right. I just, he's one of the 4 people. Oh, I see. Oh, did you like select the wrong one? Didn't count it or something? But yeah, everyone else is fine. This shot is way off. This shot's also way off. Brennan is the only one who hit him. Okay, that was lucky then. I just picked his name at random. It was like there are 4 people here. I didn't look that closely at it. Only one of the 4 bullets hit him. Only Brennan killed Lau. I think the game also counts it if you say the captain shot Lau? Huh. Interesting. Anyway, this is this, who is this? Is that unknown? Unknown soul met an unknown fate. Apparently, I can identify him though? How many memories is he on? 5? Disappeared in escape. Oh yeah, he was on the boat. On the lifeboat as they were and then the captain was saying, let them go, let them go. He said it twice in 2 different memories. There's a monkey and a pair of ungulates. The fork in his hand. I think this guy's the cook. Like he's sitting next to the butcher in the picture, and he was holding that fork when he got tailed to death by the merfolk. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this guy's the cook. 3 more fates correct. Okay, positively identified Mr. Officer. Prisoner both classified again the Joe Beast. 3 more of them solved. How about that? Making progress. Yeah, also his dialogue at the time of his death. I have to refresh my memory what it was that he said. It would have been unholy captives. Oh yeah, because he was talking about making something of them. Yeah, can make fry as a solid meal, etc. And that's the butcher. Yeah, and this guy, like, I made the comment, hey, maybe these guys weren't even guards at all, but I mean, he has his hand out like in a protective stance, like both hands are out in a protective stance, like he's protecting the royalty there. And I'm guessing this is Edward Spratt here. Yep. ES. The artist just... You can't see that much from this vantage point. But whatever. He's just happily drawing the scene. Who's this again? You got spiked. Oh, right, yeah. He's the guy who threw the axe at the crab monster. Okay. I'm thinking I might want to wrap up the stream shortly. This might be a decent enough spot. I mean, it's hey, we're in the middle of we reached the point of the sketch. That's kind of neat in itself. You fries baby up, yeah. Yeah. Plus, I want to end the stream before it reaches the 3-hour mark and we get the next ad break. So yeah, I think. Oh hey. So I made the comment that the butcher and cook were present they were present here but weren't included in the sketch. I guess because they were off the side. I guess Mr. Artist didn't see them. And maybe the memory just doesn't include the other people who are also here, because that's where the boundary is. Wonder what happened to what was his name? Nunzio Pasquez, whatever. Okay, it says it's auto saved, so yeah. I guess I can take this time to see about who to raid. Make moves. Yeah, I made some progress here, even though once again, like it feels like a lot of this. Yeah, it felt like a lot of this was spent just puzzling over things, looking at the screen, going as you do. Progress was made. I made I added 9 more deductions to this. Like if I can just. If I hit quit title, yeah, up to 24 fates because it was at 15 at the beginning of this, right? So yeah, I added 9 more fates to this. So that's kind of neat. Because you can deduce a lot at once. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I think I'm going to give a raid to another Jen. She's playing Chrono Trigger, which is classic JRPG. So this is total genre change, but I'm fond of Chrono Trigger. I think it's cool. She's playing the game for the first time. I was watching her the other day. So if you're expecting more mystery, apologies for that. But another Jen is cool. I know her from the Long Dark community. But yeah, progress made and more, what am I trying to say? More questions answered, more questions raised, more intrigue. It's still a cool game. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from here, but that's all for now. Until next time.